Damn. You join me at a unfortunate moment. The buyer for the Cartier tank has just pulled out of the sale. So let me just quickly tell you what's happened, and let me quickly tell you where I'm going to go next with this tank. So, as you know, the end of the channel, we've just got one more video, the W217H, which I am looking forward to reviewing. I have had the Cartier tank up for sale, and it has been really difficult. People have been offering 50% less than what I've got the watch up for, and I'm selling it at probably a 25% discount off retail. I've owned it 1 year. I think 25% off is pretty damn good. But still, people try and try and try to get the watch cheaper and cheaper, and they send you silly, silly offers, which you can't accept it, because you would stand to lose way, way too much money. And not only that, but the watch genuinely is. This isn't me just being greedy. I'm not a greedy person. But the watch genuinely is worth more than these offers. So we had a guy who was ready to purchase, and then he started asking questions, and he started asking me for receipts and papers, and I provided him with the papers. I said the receipt, it's an e-receipt, so because I purchased from Cartier online. And this particular guy started to get a bit anxious, and he was talking about insurance, and he needed this specific receipt to get his insurance. And I said to this guy, I said, look, well, I don't personally insure this watch. If it was a Rolex and it was 6K, maybe I would insure it then. On a depreciating watch, do you really want that insurance premium hit? I'm not sure. Personally, maybe not. Maybe not. No, not for me. I want to enjoy it. And I think when you start worrying about insurance, and anyway, a long story, we had this massive, drawn out conversation with this guy, and I'm actually quite glad I haven't sold to him, because I think once a potential buyer starts to be a little bit awkward, and I did have the e-receipt and I've got all the papers, there's no problems on my part. You just know, you get the feeling someone's going to be a nightmare buyer, and the last thing I want, remember this Cartier has been serviced fairly recently, the last thing I want is to send this guy the watch and then there's something he doesn't like about it, he finds a scratch in the wrong area and then sends it back, And that's why, just for anybody selling a watch, whenever you sell a watch, do what I have done. Be really, really, really specific. Take photos at every angle. Describe the watch as best you can. Try and avoid these nightmare buyers. There's nightmare sellers too, but that's another video. When you sell a watch, as long as you are open and honest, the chances of any comeback, any problems are dramatically reduced. The problems arise when, as a buyer, as a seller, you don't give the buyer the correct information, and they can, especially if you sell on eBay. Now, eBay will, I don't know if we'll ever talk about this, because I'm not planning to keep the channel for months on end and, another X amount of time. But eBay is exceptionally dangerous to sell a watch on. Some people will tell you it's good. Yeah, it can be good. You can get a bargain. I've had bargains too. But as a seller, if you sell something and you miss off the smallest, tiniest description, the seller can send back. They're covered with this PayPal protection. And as a buyer, even though you've done your utmost to be honest and sell the item, you can really, really come unstuck. So buying and selling watch, this is kind of the hidden story that goes on in the background. No one really thinks about this, but it's very, very true. When you buy or sell a watch, both of you, you need to be careful. If you can, buy off a trusted seller. I got stung once, big time, actually from a fellow YouTuber. I won't go into too much detail. I purchased a watch. He said it was in full working order. and it wasn't. Yeah, I'll leave it there, but you've got to be so careful. I guess that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm sure you already know this, but just try and avoid those nightmare sellers. And if you are one of those sellers, just be honest, because those nightmare buyers, they exist on the other side. So anyway, I guess I'm going to have to find out what else I can do. Try and find another buyer now for the tank. Yeah, one of those things. Really disappointed, but hey, there you go. That's the update. So again, stay tuned, and hopefully, as soon as the Casio arrives, give me a week or two with it, and I will bring you the full overview soon. Okay, take care, guys. See you in the next one.